At the outset, we're going to do, hey, I'm Ben Silverio. Then you get to say your name. Hi, I'm Jenna. And then I do my name. And then together we do, and it's time to party in unison.
Cool.
Thank you for joining us for our January bonus bloopers episode for Freejack. This episode was recorded on December 16th, 2022. This includes all of the weird digressions, side conversations, and other BS that happened during the course of our recordings for Freejack. So now, without any further ado, here is the bonus bloopers episode for Freejack featuring Ben Silverio, Jenna Dalgety, and Ansel Burch. I only watched the first 20 minutes of it, so...
What?
Yeah, so...
What the shit?
It's crazy. I bet.
Oh, yeah, you didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything.
If you only saw the first 20 minutes...
I was like, this is bananas.
Oh, yeah.
Barely... What? This is just to set up the premise? All
Yep.
of this?
Yep. You get a good taste of stuff, but, like, it's still...
Got plenty of Mick Jagger.
Yeah, plenty of Mick Jagger. I presume he's in the rest of the movie. No?
It's
yeah?
true.
Okay. Don't worry about spoiling me, but feel free to use me as a sounding board for normal people. When I looked up streaming, there were like 8 different options that were all free. And I was like, oh, okay, so just watch it however you want, guys. Nobody gives a shit about this movie anymore.
Just if anyone watches it, they would be happy.
Particularly...
No one's getting royalties anymore? No one's getting
Particularly
royalties.
Anthony Hopkins.
Oh.
He went on record, I believe it was on Letterman, saying that this movie is quote-unquote terrible.
That is on par with Michael Caine when he did, what was that, Jaws 2 that he was in? And what, like, I forget exactly what the quote is, but it's like when he was asked, like, oh, you know, why'd you do Jaws 2? And he's like, well, it wasn't Shakespeare, was it? It's like, okay.
Fair enough.
He just wanted the paycheck.
Yeah.
There you go. And Mick Jagger is in this one.
Yes.
And Mick Jagger is on record saying that, like, apparently the story goes that he got the script a week before filming was supposed to start.
What?
Yeah. And he took the role, and he's like, had I had a month or two to think about it, I would have said no.
How did you get Mick Jagger in a movie on
He's
that?
done a couple.
After this
sure,
one,
but, like-
he's only done 7, though.
Yeah, but he kicked it off, or I mean, like outside of like movies about the Rolling Stones and things like that.
Yeah.
He did what? Ned Kelly.
Yes, that's right, he did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
1970.
there's been a couple of versions of Ned Kelly, but yeah, he was like one of the earliest versions.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I guess his mom was Australian.
Sure.
And I could hear it in this movie in particular.
Yeah.
He does sound very Australian in
Yes.
this movie, yeah.
And it fucked me up because, you know, like when you just listen to the Rolling Stones, it's like you don't really get as much because you're just like, okay, you know, it's usually harder to pick up accents or dialects when people are singing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So you don't really get it. But like when he was
Especially
just...
in rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Because people put on an American accent when they do rock.
Oh, yeah.
I have a friend from Yorkshire who sounds like he's from fucking Tennessee or some shit. And I was like, buddy, just stop. I came here for the accents. And he's like, nope, that's how I sing. It's like, all right.
Well, okay. But yeah, like especially in this movie, you hear Mick Jagger's Australian whenever he's like delivering lines, and it's just like, what? Oh, wow, it sounds so weird. Just always caught me off guard. Yeah, you need
Especially
something.
when the
Yes.
movie
Yeah.
isn't that
You
fun.
need something.
We haven't watched
to
any
bolster.
real, like, hard to watch movies yet. Maybe that's something we need to do this season.
Force it.
For season 3 is like find a real stinker. And we're like, the only way you're getting through this is with lots of booze.
It's true. This one was close, but like I don't know. The one on Amazon, the
Beyond the Time Barrier?
yes,
I liked that.
but that was
one.
short,
It
so
was very
it made
short.
up for it.
If you ever have 75 minutes and you need a real trip, Beyond the Time Barrier
So wild.
It's
Okay.
a wild experience. And it was weirdly topical. We watched it last year. And the movie is all about a guy who travels forward in time and discovers that the human race has been ravaged by a terrible disease that killed everybody and drove a bunch of people underground into a bunker. And I was like, ooh, too real.
It was too real.
It was too real.
We had no idea when we randomly picked it.
Oh my God. And it was just like, we needed, because there was whatever we were going to watch that month.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, we couldn't get. We were going to watch the Doctor Who movie.
And they had just taken it off.
It's been removed from everything.
Yeah.
You can't get it anywhere.
Because it'll probably be on Disney Plus next year.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, Doctor Who's moving to Disney Plus.
Huh.
Which is weird because for a hot second right now it's on Hulu.
Yes.
Ah.
But we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
I started watching it, so hopefully they let me finish.
See, that's why I made sure to buy the Tenet years on physical media.
Yeah, but okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, if it's on Hulu, because that's all that parent, like Hulu, Disney,
Yeah, Disney owns
and
Hulu, yeah.
ESPN.
Yes.
All the same parent company, yeah. So, who knows? Maybe
It's fine,
it'll end
though.
up on
It's fine.
ESPN.
All of our antitrust law is fine.
Yeah, exactly. Our country works.
Yeah. It's doing great. We're doing great.
At least it's not all under Amazon.
Yet.
Yet.
Anyway, if you want to join in the conversation, wait. That's not what I usually start with. What do I usually start with? Is that what I start with? You think I've been doing this enough, right?
I wouldn't at this point. No, I'm kidding.
You know better.
I do. This is why I live where the air hurts my face.
I'm
I can
over
deal
it.
with that.
I'm over it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're going to California.
Damn right.
Fair. You know, we went to LA last March, or this past March, and like that was cool. I dug it. Never been before.
Oh.
It was great to go. You know, when it was cooler here
Yep.
and like still nice there. You know, it wasn't too hot.
Right.
But oh shit! I mean, just the amount. Like, you can't really walk anywhere.
Nope. There's
No.
no public transit to speak of.
It's not great.
Like, there are buses, but they seem to be for decoration.
Yeah, it's like you'll spend most of the time commute because it's like, you know, you got to go one bus to another. It's like there's no good direct routes to get, like, you know, from like even a decent distance in the city. It's like you have to have a car.
I'm
Yeah.
also just going to say it. Downtown Hollywood sucks. Don't go. It's not worth it.
We went.
The Walk of Fame? Fuck it. Not worth your time.
I'm going to have to respectfully disagree.
Really? The Walk of Fame?
Because the Funko store is in
Oh my god.
in that area.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I
And
like
it's
that.
perfect because there's a parking lot across the street. It's inexpensive, so I can just park there, go to the Funko store, do what I have to do, and then leave.
Okay.
Well, shit.
And you might cross some of the stars on the way.
Right. There are some
Maybe.
on the block.
Yeah.
Where,
Maybe. But that's not what you're
It's
there
not
for.
Yeah.
You're there
so,
for the Funko
so I don't
store.
think that really refutes the Walk of Fame being completely worthless.
No, I meant the downtown area. Well,
No,
the main area of Hollywood.
Yeah,
Downtown LA is
Is-
terrible.
Oh my god, it's like
It's so bad.
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it really is.
Terrifying.
It's almost like Freejack.
Yeah. No, I mean
You could have
seriously.
shot Philip Freejack there, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's a shame because there's a lot of great things downtown.
Yep.
Like the Asian American Cultural Center. The East West Players are based out of downtown. There's a lot of really great small businesses. The Fabric District where you can get
Yeah.
all of those
So
cool things.
That was the big thing that we went down there for, to like downtown LA. Because otherwise we had Rosie's best friend moved out there
Oh.
from Brooklyn to LA.
Okay.
Her husband got poached
Just hates
from
anything smaller than the biggest city you can find.
yeah. He got poached from Spotify to Netflix.
Oh.
As like kind of like events and marketing like head.
Wow.
So
Get in with that guy.
Yeah, right.
so they relocated. And so we stayed with them. I mean, you know, it's nowhere near downtown.
Sure.
So we were in like a cool neighborhood, close to the La Brea tar pits.
Oh, dope.
Okay.
So that was fun.
Yeah, it's a good area.
Yeah. Because that was somewhere that we wanted to go. We're like, well, yeah, we want to check out the tar pits.
Yes.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
So like, good. Oh, it's close. Because then we went to the last bookstore.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
down there too.
which super cool.
Yes.
So we went there and then like walked to the Fabric District, and like you walk through Skid Row like that whole time, and you're just like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
This exists. Like, this wasn't just, they don't make it look worse for movies.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing they added in Little Shop of Horrors were the puppets.
100%.
Yep.
I mean, there weren't like singers there either, you know.
mean, they're there if you look close enough.
I mean, those were some banging outfits.
It's
I don't
true.
think you're getting those kind of
I
outfits
mean, the
on Skid Row.
fabric district is
Fair,
right there.
Fair,
true.
Fair.
The thing I think about LA is like, you know how every city has like hidden gems? I feel like LA is exclusively hidden gems. Because all the things you've heard about are crap.
But yeah, I mean, the thing about California that I really like is that the culture is so laid back, and no one gives a shit if you're late, because everyone's late because of the traffic or the distance or finding parking. It's not a big deal. And it's just like, it matches my vibe. I don't know.
You're like, yeah, whatever.
But also, they have sun there.
Yes.
For the past, 2 weeks, we haven't seen any sun in the city?
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, because it's always dark as shit.
Yeah.
Now, you know
I don't
what?
even look for it anymore.
You've just come to accept it.
My office at home, black walls, black curtain over my window, like some like purple Halloween strand lights on the ceiling,
Yeah.
and then my computer monitors. That's it. That is my cave for at least 8 hours of the day. Longer if I'm playing D&D that night
Hell yeah.
on my computer. So yeah, sunlight? What?
What's that? Don't know her.
I don't get it anyways. So what about it?
Is there a good Filipino place here in town?
Oh, there's a bunch of good Filipino
Okay,
here.
I'll have to get your Rex.
Yes. In fact, I'm not planning to do anything for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day because my family is ridiculous. But I'm planning to get food for myself from Ruby's Fast Food on Pulaski.
Oh.
Very good.
Pulaski and
I want to say it's just off Elston.
How did I not know this was here? I fucking live right there.
So they used to be at a different spot. This is their second location. But now I guess it's now their only location. But they're very good. The food is super authentic. So as you know, Nick Goodman is a garbage disposal when it comes to food. I took him here and he was full. Like he could not eat anymore after the first couple dishes. And I was just like, nice. Achievement. But there's also the first Michelin-starred Filipino restaurant in the country is in Chicago.
no.
Yeah, it's called Kasama. It's a little, like, kind of a coffee shop type thing, but now they've expanded a little bit to have, like, tasting menus and, like, bigger stuff, because obviously the Michelin star is a big deal. So, I have yet to try them. It is impossible to get reservations, but they
Really?
have takeout. So you can just order stuff and bring it home.
Fucking Mick Jagger.
Goddamn Mick Jagger.
I could not believe that. And, I thought, like, oh, man, Mick Jagger really, like, he just wanted to do movies. Like, that's so great. He wanted to do something. And it's like, no, he hated this thing. He's like, God, why did I do this?
I love that.
Yeah, that's actually, I caught that on IMDb when I was looking at some of that. Like, that little, like, he was quoted for that. I'm like,
Yep.
okay. I thought it was going to be the other way around. It was
Right.
like, I want to do this movie. Yeah, let's do this.
Everybody was like,
guys."
okay.
They're like, well, it's Mick Jagger. It'll sell
Jagger wants
tickets.
to
Let's
do
do
it,
this.
yeah. Emilio, you still cool? I guess.
I guess. Emilio.
God damn it.
And I was all like, Emilio. So dumb. I don't think that sketch would survive today on SNL.
No. Although, I don't know. They're putting out some real garbage. That's right. Shots fired, SNL.
Wow.
Oh,
You trying
oh.
to say Night of the Roxbury was garbage?
Wow.
Rough.
I mean,
Wow.
by comparison, it's great.
Listen, they can't all be in a van down by the river, okay?
It's true. They can't all be anything Chris Farley ever did.
It's true. Oh, that man. So funny.
Like a
R.I.P.
candle in the wind.
Yeah. I gotta say though, it is because of spooky 40s. 40s?
30s.
It is because of spooky
Wow.
30s.
That's where you tape 2 40s to
no.
your hand and watch a movie with Stella. Erin was like, okay, so you remember, it was Days of Future Past. She was like, okay, you remember when Wolverine wakes up on the bed in the past because he's been sent there into his old body. And he pulls out of his pocket the keys. And we're like, oh, okay, it's going to be about the car. No, on the keychain, what did he have? So it's like...
Oh my God.
Stella did saddles for
So
Star
she could
Trek.
talk about horse girls. Let's be honest.
I mean, that's true.
Or Horse Girl Kirk. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Horse Girl Baby.
And
tracks.
horse girl Picard.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah. Well, a lot of the captains.
Because this, that's her thesis.
Is
that
the captains
all
are
Enterprise,
horse girls.
yeah.
Well, Pike, also a
Also
horse girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about Cisco?
Not an Enterprise captain.
Okay.
Boop.
Nice.
There's your exception.
Janeway, I would say she was probably riding some horseback in
Probably. Also not an Enterprise captain. So technically,
fair.
Stella, you don't have to prove it for Stella to still be right. The only one that we can't
Don't tell her
do
she's
is-
right. She'll never.
I can't
She'll
tell
never
her
let
she's
us forget
wrong.
it.
I can't tell her she's wrong. So far, all of the Enterprise captains have been horse girls.
All right, that's fair.
I mean, how much of Starfleet,
Even
would have
has
horses?
access to
Yeah,
horses?
exactly.
I don't know. I mean, all the ones that grew up in the central western part of the United States, I guess. I mean, Kirk's from Iowa. Pike is from Montana. Archer is from Montana or somewhere in Wyoming-y, I think.
They're like those wide open spaces, just like space.
Archer,
Oh.
Pike, Kirk.
Picard, not
Who
from
was
Central.
what's his butt from B? From in Genesis, he's the captain of the Enterprise B
Buh.
that gets blown up right away. Anyway, that guy.
Oh,
Ferris Bueller's
Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We don't know if he was a horse girl, I guess.
I mean, I'd say that tracks. But then, what do you think? Like, okay, what does? Okay, well, I have to. Does Sulu, when he's captaining, is it an Enterprise?
Does that count? Yeah.
Is it, or is he
No,
captaining
he gets
a different ship? So it's not an Enterprise. Okay,
I think he cons the Enterprise, but I don't think that counts because he's not the captain.
fair.
I would like to think that Captain Bateson is also a horse
Bateson.
girl. Nope. Do you know who Bateson is?
No.
It's Dr. Fraser Crane.
Oh, fuck.
Kelsey Grammer was a captain on Star Trek.
He was.
And I bought the comic that has a side story about his captain
Oh
in
my
it.
god.
There's also a novel that I have not tracked down yet, but
Roz was in the show as well.
that's
In the
true.
movies.
She was. Actually, Captain Bateson comes back in Lower Decks.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't have any lines.
Nope.
They just mention him.
Such a good show.
And Cisco and
That's
who
my
else
track.
helped on that mission? There was someone else. Tuvok?
No,
Couldn't have
Tuvok.
been.
Yeah.
There was another big name character that helped on that mission that happened completely independent of what was going on with the Lower Deckers. So I just remember that episode being awesome.
Probably-
All of Lower Decks is awesome.
So good.
That's my truck.
I love Lower Decks. Lower Decks is my
That said,
favorite.
Strange New Worlds, great shit.
Oh,
Good
absolutely.
shit. Good shit. But yeah, Lower Decks.
Lower decks.
Can't do better.
Lower decks.
Lower
Lower decks.
Lower
Lower
decks.
decks. Yeah.
Yeah. They built a chant into their show.
They did.
Yes.
For us all to do.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Warwick and I thought we saw Tawny Newsome when we were going to the parking lot after C2E2. And I was just like, I don't know if that's her, bro. And he's like, it might be. And he was like, should we just start the chant? And then we didn't, and the elevator came.
No.
I know.
So we went to the Lower Decks panel,
Uh-huh.
and they're handing out the little like Paramount
Right.
Lower Decks poster. I got one,
Cool.
and I'm like, my goal is to get this signed by the cast. I need the 4 main characters to sign that poster that I have.
That's a
I
good
have
goal.
to fucking get it.
Tawny Newsome had like every time I passed her at C2E2, like very short lines. Jack Quaid, on the other hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Are they coming back this year? Do you know?
I have not seen them announced, but I have seen the voice cast of X-Men, the animated series.
Ooh,
The
that's
old
very
school?
good.
Yeah. The ones who are coming back for X-Men 97.
Oh,
So
yay!
Beast, Gambit, Storm, Wolverine.
Cyclops, Jean Grey.
I think Cyclops, don't know about Jean Grey.
Okay.
But there's a handful of them that are coming to C2E2 this year.
so
Next
cool.
year.
I just want Lower Decks cast.
Yeah.
I just want that.
I am so excited for them to be in Strange New Worlds.
Oh, that's right. I need to catch up because of that. They're playing themselves.
They're playing themselves in Strange New Worlds.
Like Boimler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No!
It's Boimler and Mariner.
Yeah. And everybody assumed it was going to be like a Roger Rabbit thing where like the animated characters would show up with the live action they show up.
Yes!
It's going to be so good. I can't wait.
I didn't even know I needed this.
You're right.
Yes!
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes. Okay. Technology.
So talk about your thing.
In
All right.
Freejack. Stopwatches.
Stopwatches.
What the shit? Stopwatches.
Yeah. So my little brother is a laser engineer. Like that's what he does. Is He
Ooh.
goes and fixes cutting lasers. I'll have to ask him about that if he knows anything.
Does he have a lightsaber?
No.
Like
but have I already
Obi-Wan
told you
Kenobi?
this?
What are we doing?
I don't think so.
So I learned from my little brother, the laser engineer, that kyber crystals from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Totally a real thing.
Oh, you did tell me about this.
Wait, actually, they're called kyber crystals?
They're called YAG crystals. Because apparently somebody thought Kyber would be too on the nose. or Disney would come after them. I don't know. But yeah, no, like you put a little crystal into the laser and it like intensifies the beam before it goes out. So like you shoot the lasers into this chamber.
Yeah.
And the crystal goes and then you shoot that out.
I mean, wasn't that a thing in like James Bond?
I think so,
Yeah.
So James Bond should have a lightsaber.
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh. Whoever's making the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever James Bond is,
Idris Elba.
give him
It's
a
gotta be
light.
Idris.
Yeah.
I hope it's
Please be
Idris
Idris
Elba.
Elba.
Oh, seriously.
Would be great.
Although he is an Arsenal fan, and I'm sorry, Idris, Chelsea Blue is how it goes. I still want you to be the next James Bond.
That's
Please,
saying
for the love of
something.
God.
That's a ringing endorsement.
Exactly. I can get past my rivalry for you, Idris.
This is
That's-
Idris Elba
that's
could bring
huge.
people together.
Yeah.
Like,
Idris Elba does
Healing rifts.
bring people
That's
together.
absolutely true.
That's
Oh.
probably, yeah. Anyway.
Not in the porny Freejack way though.
Oh, that was automatically what I thought. Definitely brought people together that way too.
Idris Elba is not actually a bone jacker.
That we know of.
That we know of. He's a djinn. That
Yeah.
was the last
Apparently.
movie I saw him in.
Was that good?
75% of it was good.
Okay.
I mean,
Third act was kind of rough, but
Gotcha.
the beginning of the movie was great.
I read a really scathing review that was like, I can't watch Tilda Swinton movies anymore because she's exclusively starting to play women who ought to have been not white. I was like, ooh.
Okay, I mean, that's one thing, but I don't think this movie deserves that criticism.
Interesting. Okay, well, that's good to know.
I mean, like, could it have been played by a person of color? Absolutely. But, like, that's the case with most roles.
Yeah.
Alex Furlong could have been a person of color.
Yeah.
You know? Anthony Hopkins, Mac,
Yeah.
whatever his real name is.
McCandless.
There it is.
Yeah.
I closed the laptop, so. Which I'm well aware that I could just open back up at any time. But yes, that character could have absolutely and probably would have been a person of color in the future, right? Because, like, I mean, 2009.
Oh, in the future, yeah.
But
Ooh, 2009. Do you think we'll have flying cars, guys?
I wish.
oh,
I want my jetpack.
if only the Jetsons didn't lie to us.
Seriously.
What's one of the things that media has lied to you about that you were expecting when you got to adulthood? Oh, man. Mine is blind dates. I thought that my friends, my aunts, my mom would be trying to set me up on blind dates a lot more. Never happened.
Do you want us to set you up on blind date? I could make that happen.
Be careful, Ben.
I mean, I'm almost willing to do it because it sounds interesting. You know, like
it's something to do. Keep
no,
me
I like
occupied.
going on dates.
Hey,
I
you
think they're
bored?
fun. Meeting people, you know.
Hey, I got
Yeah.
a friend. What are you doing tonight? Are you bored? What are you doing?
You bored? Yeah.
Got anything going on?
Hey, you
No?
up?
Okay. Yeah.
You up? It's a little weird coming from the friend instead of.
Oh man, flying cars, jetpacks, blind dates is good.
Oh, another one is expiration dates. Things expire in the kitchen way, way sooner than you think they do.
Expiration dates are sometimes lies.
Sure, but my bananas go bad in like a couple days.
You're just buying bad
I'm
bananas.
also buying bad
storing them
bananas.
poorly.
Yeah. And storing them poorly. Ben, really? Who's
This
at
is on
fault
you.
here? Yeah.
I don't think we can blame the bananas.
Yeah. We can't blame being lied to for the future.
All right. User error is definitely a big thing, but it's not my fault that no one sets me up on blind dates.
All right,
That's
fair.
fair. That's
That is fair.
Oh man, what was I expecting for the future?
You know, honestly, I was expecting video calls a lot earlier than we had them.
I also expected them to be cooler.
Yes.
Like when we finally got video calls, they were such a huge letdown.
Yeah.
But you can change the backgrounds now.
Woo!
Change the backgrounds now. That's true.
I like to set my background to either Dr. Freesia Crane's living room,
Jesus.
Well, that's good.
the Golden Girls' living room.
Yes.
What was my other most recent one? I think I used the beach from Moana one time. No, but one time when I used Frasier's apartment, I was talking to like family, right? And they're like, "Ben, your apartment's so nice." I'm like, "Thank you."
Yep. Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, yes.
That
nine-
couch is a recreation of the one that Coco Chanel used in her Paris.
And that is the Barkham Lounge.
No, I was in front of that,
Oh,
so
you're
they
in
didn't
front of the
see that.
lounger. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to show people Marty's chair.
Are you two just not disappointed by anything? Is that
I was disappointed by so many things.
I mean, yeah.
Well, are we talking like things that the future, that was like in the future we're gonna have this, or are we talking like things that movies made me think would be more common, like quicksand? Are we talking about quicksand?
Self-driving cars.
Self-driving
Oh, that's a good
cars.
one. We kind of have some of that now.
Yeah,
but it's
but-
just parking
Yeah.
because the driving part is a bit more difficult.
Ireland is beating us on this.
Have they?
Yeah. When I was in Ireland, the rental car I got, which was the like bottom of the barrel, cheapest rental car that I could get, that was automatic. Basically, like I told the car where I wanted to go, but like everything about the car was designed to not let me fuck up.
Wow.
And in Ireland, where the roads are super narrow, that's so handy. So, like, there's a little alarm that's like, hey, buddy, you're a little too close on the left. Hey, buddy, you're a little too close on the right. And it would, like, start to move the wheel on its own to be like, buddy, don't you crash my fender. No, fuck you.
Hey, buddy, we're approaching some sheep.
Yeah, do you see the sheep up there? No.
Please go around the shape.
But it also, on the dash, could tell me the speed limit.
Nice.
Like it scanned the road signs as we went past and would like update the
So
speed
wait a
limit
minute.
as
How
we
long
went.
ago was that?
This was earlier this year.
Okay, so I mean, think about it though. On your cell phone,
Yeah.
if you have the
GPS will do that.
any
yeah.
of that, like, so it's that to me is, I don't know about like it scanning, like it actually like Yeah, no,
reading the signs, or if it's got a GPS that just knows.
Well, I mean, I think with like Google Maps, a lot of that is also Google generated and user generated, where it's
Sure.
like, okay, this stretch of road, it's like the same thing with Waze, where you can report an accident, or you can say traffic is really bad. You can also say this is a 35-mile-an-hour zone. Starts here and it ends here. It goes to 55 here. So a lot of that's just going to be then pre-programmed into, it's like it knows where you are. So, you're on this road. When you hit this point, it's going to be this speed limit.
Remember the OG Garmin GPSs that you had to update every once in a while?
Oh my God. TomTom.
Yeah, with new maps.
I will say the car didn't have a GPS like interface for me. I couldn't like plug in GPS.
Oh, you couldn't like get I
couldn't be like, I want to go here, and it would give me the directions.
Smart in a different way.
Yeah, so it was smart in a different way, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Because you'd think, anyway.
It's more field smart than street smart.
Wah, wah.
All the fields in Ireland.
I think I expected more space travel or space exploration. Like, I was really under the impression that we'd have, not me in space, but like more
than just William Shatner.
Yeah, somebody would have been on Mars by now.
We've had Jeff Bezos in space. What?
That's true, yeah. Some of the richest people.
I forgot to mention William Shatner, my colleague at work, because he wrote an article for Slash Film.
Really?
Yeah,
oh
he did.
God.
About his trip.
That's okay.
Oh, God. Which, when Stella and I saw him at the Star Trek convention, because I've never seen Baby, live before.
Sure.
And it's like, really? They just give him the mic and let him talk.
It's true.
No moderator.
What
no
else are you
nothing.
gonna do?
Yeah.
And so then, he went on that long, speech about, when I went up into space, and here was my whole experience, and it gives you a whole other perspective. And then when, the plains of Africa, when you have the tiniest ants building these ant hills that then propagate the land, that then will grow the trees that the elephants can use. And
Wow.
I'm like, oh, God bless you, William.
He's come a long way since he almost ran me over with a golf cart.
Wow!
I love it. What?
How were you in a situation that William Shatner almost ran you over with a golf cart?
All right.
When and where?
Okay, to be fair, it was my cameraman who was more in the line of fire, but I was right next to him.
Oh, Jesus.
But it was at Wizard World Philadelphia one year where they got all of the Star Trek captains at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So naturally, who was going to get the biggest entrance?
Yeah.
So he was riding down the center aisle in a golf cart. And my cameraman, I was right there, right? But he had to dive out of the way to avoid the golf carts. And I was just like, oh, sidestep. But literally,
Just,
yeah.
Was he driving?
I think so.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I think Sir Patrick Stewart was in the passenger seat.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I think that's what happened.
Imagine if they'd crashed.
Oh, jeez.
Tragedy.
Yep. Don't even suggest
How
such
dare
an
you.
Ansel.
Sir Patrick Stewart, who's on TikTok now, reading
Reading Christmas Carol, yeah.
Oh.
It's
very cute.
very good.
Oh, I love him. I want this. Okay. I'm going to, yeah. That'll be
Marley
next.
was dead to begin with.
Yeah, he's doing the whole thing. I don't know if he's going to read the whole thing, but he's doing it for 6 days.
Oh, my God.
or
Yes,
something.
please.
Anyway.
Okay. All right. Cool. Here for it.
Cool. Did we already do the outro?
No.
We did not do the outro. Cool. Well,
Yes.
You could pay $28.37 for a Blu-ray.
are you
Go
kidding?
Freejack.
Does it come with an additional documentary about the making of and why it sucks?
Maybe.
And why they decided to add the 40% that they
Yeah, does it have the
actually
original
added?
cut?
Yeah. Well, how bad was the original
Release
cut?
the original cut.
Oh, yes. Yes.
On the other hand, you could pay $4.99 for a DVD.
That sounds more accurate.
Quality
Right.
It needs to have that Blu-ray
the
experience.
Blu-ray.
Exactly.
Now 4K
Yes.
in
doing it.
sweet 1080p.
Well, maybe in HD you can actually see Rene Russo age the
Oh,
18
yes,
years.
Yeah.
It's very subtle makeup.
Yeah, it's the tiny, tiny hint of crow's feet.
Yeah. Oh, man. Have you ever watched Indiana Jones in HD?
No.
Don't.
Don't?
Don't. That movie was not meant to be seen in HD. The D is 2H. Temple of Doom, you can see all of the background, and
Oh,
you weren't
God.
supposed to. Let me tell you that.
Like, nope.
See, this is what's ruining cinema. That's my film Twitter in impersonation.
HD is ruining
Thanks,
the cinema.
Scorsese.
Oh, I could give two shits what film Twitter says.
Oh,
Don't worry, he's gonna cut that out, or he's gonna cut it and then post it.
I'll
Isolate the file.
I'll
and
release
just
it as a
at
ringtone.
film Twitter. Hey, look what your boy said.
Ben Silverio of Slash Film says.
Just imagine I did the hand gesture, even though I didn't. But you could feel it, right?
You can picture the gesture that goes with edutainment, right?
I don't want to picture the hand gesture that goes with edutainment.
It's better
Starting to
than,
think it may not be as obvious. As
yeah,
you think.
right. It's got to be better than the hand gesture that goes with Freejack.
Yeah.
Might be the same hand
It
gesture.
might be. You'll never know, listener. Anyway, party people, you can find us on the internet. I am at bsilverio20 on Instagram, Twitter, and Hive.
I am at Indecisionist on Twitter and at The Indecisionist on Instagram.
And I'm at Jenna Dalgety on Twitter and at Jenna Dalgety on Instagram because I am that old.
You can join in the conversation by using the hashtag Time2Party. That is time2party.
As well as time the number 2 party. All spelled out.
Thanks.
Special thanks to April Moralba for our podcast art and to Marlon Loggett of Marlon and the Shakes for our amazing theme song. This has been an Indecisionist production.
Y'all are good people. That's
Thanks.
because you
Yeah.
put up with my ridiculous
Yes.
bullshit.
That's
Yes.
accurate. I can work with that.
Yeah.